Good morning everyone. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. The Honorable, the judges, teachers, and all my friends, please allow me to introduce myself first. My name is Zakiyah and I'm from Junior High School number 2 Tanjung Raja. Well, every cities have their own great stories. And now I'm gonna tell you the folklore from Tanjung Batu, Indralaya. The title is Samsunging and Princess Senuro. Long time ago, in the Palembang Sultanate, there lived a chief minister named Abdul Hamid. He came from Javanese royal family that stayed in Palembang Sultanate. He was famous for some great skills, such as designing, painting, sculpturing, and preparing plans for the kingdom. He was close and trusted by the Sultan's family. One day, Abdul Hamid was asked by the Sultan to make a combat painting of his wife, the Empress. He was so happy he received the order from the Sultan and started to work. At last, he finished it. At the night, he then fell asleep and accidentally the ink he used dropped to the painting. The next morning, Abdul Hamid brought the painting and the Sultan was angry. He accused Abdul Hamid to have an affair with his wife. Like how Abdul Hamid knew that there was a mole in his wife's upper left thigh, and turned out it was the ink that fell when he was asleep. But the Sultan was furious. He didn't believe him anymore. Abdul Hamid was sentenced to death. Finding such an unfortunate situation, Abdul Hamid and his people then escaped at night by craft with unknown direction. They rode the craft for months, and at last they settled in a place called Tanjung Batu. Abdul Hamid remained silent and mingled around while teaching carpentry, sculpting, and making jewelry, and to spread Islam. Abdul Hamid became well known by the people in that area for his skills, and he was given a name Samsunging, or the painter. After a while living in Tanjung Batu, Samsunging heard that there is a beautiful princess lived upstream to the river in a village called Senuro. She taught the people how to weave crafts. Samsunging then sent a letter to the princess to hold gathering with her. The princess accepted it. Hearing that, Samsunging was so happy that he finally could meet the princess, the latter be known as Princess Nafisa. She came from Banten, East Java. It is said that her skin is a bit reddish like pinang masak fruit, and people started to call her Putri Pinang Masak, or the Princess Pinang Masak. Her beauty was known all over the places. Sultan Palembang also heard about this. He wanted to take her as his wife. He ordered his troops to visit the princess and took her to his kingdom. The princess and her family had known it before the Sultan's troop came. They tried to avoid the Sultan's troop, but they knew it was impossible. The princess then had an idea. She bought a banana blossom, or jantung pisang, and she used the water for shower. The water made her body become black and not so good looking. Once the Sultan's troop came, they were so confused seeing the most beautiful princess. However, they had no choice but to bring her to the kingdom. The Sultan was shocked and sent the princess back to her home. The princess was so happy and she continued her life. Unfortunately, she still became famous for her beauty. The Sultan then sent his troops to go to the village and to keep eye on the princess. They knew that the princess had pulled and made a trick on the Sultan. The Sultan was angry and asked his troops to take the princess to his kingdom. Knowing that the princess, along with her maids and bodyguards, had escaped on a craft to Ogan River for months, until they found a place that is Lebak Meranjat. To get rid of the traces, the princess changed her name, became Princess Senuro. She then taught the people how to weaving craft there. Finally, Samsunging heard that the princess lived nearby his village. and they both met. They told each other stories and were shocked that they shared the same stories. And they decided to get married. Waiting for the marriage preparation, they were so busy showing each other's skill. But before the marriage happened, the princess was ill, and before she died, he swore to God that none of her descendants would have the beauty that she had. At the last of the story, the Sultan knew that he had misunderstood Sang Sungging and asked him back to his place. But Sang Sungging refused it because he wanted to spend his life with the people in Lebak Meranjat. This story tells us how Sang Sungging and Princess Pinang Masa has close relationship with the livelihood of the local people as a capture and weaving business. I think that's all. Thank you for your nice attention, and I'm so sorry for my mistakes. May Allah forgive me. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. The last I say, wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.